This is me busily deleting all the mail delivery subsystem messages that I got when I tried to send an email on the British Constitution to the Whitney Conservatives, where Prime Minister Cameron is the boss. We posted a couple of videos yesterday that were very embarrassing. Let me see if I can read you out the email that was blocked by 370 of the 500 recipients. That's why Mr. Cameron's advisors now exit into the Google system. I use Gmail, and yesterday the whole thing was crashed because I tried to send this simple email with the header: webcam, arms to Iraq, murder of innocents, complicity, police and MPs in Derby, Wales and Scotland. To Squawk Box Europe, Chris Williamson MP, Derby North. Margaret Beckett, Parliament UK, Derby South. James at derbylabourparty.co.uk. Michael Moore at parliament.uk, that's my MP, who's obligated to reply confirm receipt but never did. Lily Peter at parliament.uk. Hayne Peter at parliament.uk. Clark Ken at parliament.uk. First Minister at scotland.gsi.government.uk. Office at Whitney Conservatives is where Cameron's office is. The phone is ringing for obvious reasons. I'm just going to ignore it. Miliband Ed, leader of the opposition from Lithuania originally, a staunch socialist who's deserted the working man in Britain. John Lamont MSP, Scottish Parliament.uk, my local political representative, who has also bailed out of communications. Nicholas Sturgeon, a lawyer and deputy head of the Scottish Nationalist Movement. Simon Mountford, who's a businessman, and I have to use his business address because he's an elected councillor and I'm not allowed to talk to them. Chris Evans at the BBC, who's probably more sensible than any of the people above and gets an undisclosed salary with complete immunity from taxation from the BBC Trust. Okay, there's some of the names. Your Horrible Truths are live on YouTube. Field McConnell, who's a freedom fighter in America, is a former member of the Air Force in America and he's been a civilian pilot for decades. He runs his own blogspot and he has 600,000 people looking at criminality across the globe in an organisation called Able Danger. So I say, Field McConnell, please feel free to post these videos so you can win your global campaign against national traitors, war criminals in the Parliament buildings and the judiciary. Kenneth Clark, Peter Lilly, Margaret Beckett and Francis D. Cook are their real names, so please do not use your coding system so the truth can get out. Then there's an email link to videos that we've made on international grand larceny and fraud in business. Then there is a photo shot captured from the screen of my computer to show the content of the video clips that were also sent in the email yesterday. The first one is entitled Arms for Iraq, Government Complicity, Government Corruption, Asset Stripping, Money Laundering, How to Steal from the World. The second video that I sent to the recipients who were reluctant to receive it was the murder and cover-up of an innocent woman in Wales, sacrificed to keep the secrets of the Arms to Iraq scandal secret. Okay, the email was sent to Chris Williamson and the Derby people because these crimes, these war crimes and the financial frauds have been reported to them by one Gordon Bowden, who's a colleague of mine and helped me make 3 independent videos on topics close to these themes yesterday, which have since been posted in a very embarrassing manner on the websites for some of the hypocrites who sit in both chambers in the Westminster government. there's confirmation that those videos on YouTube were sent. Arms for Iraq and the murder and cover-up of an innocent woman in Wales. Okay, that's the Carnarvon police. The case reports have been obfuscated because the woman that was allowed to flee from the Derby area with previous in Bangor, she was a whistleblower on the Arms to Iraq scandal. Her name is Andrea Davison, and she was allowed to escape to Latin America despite her massive financial frauds, because she knew too much about the war crimes and the munitions scams that led up to the genocide in Iraq, involving New Labour and Conservative governments for 40 years. My MP is Michael Moore. He has not replied to any of my emails on the same topics over the last 2 to 3 months, which is a breach of the UK Constitution. And I've revealed that to American publicists this morning. So Michael Moore, get your skates on and get your party back to decency before you end up indicted for war crimes and financial grand larceny in the 2008 scam that you pulled and are explained on the front page of my website. Hit Prof. George Lee's Revelations, all one word, and you will find the introduction to how the banking crash occurred in 2008 and the involvement of one Chilcot, who was the chair of the Arms to Iraq inquiry, and Rivkind, who was a foreign secretary in the lead up to the conflict that was commissioned unilaterally by Tony Blair and George Bush. End of story. 300 of those recipients failed to receive my message, and that is why Mr. Cameron has recruited Andy Coulson, Rebecca Brooks and the intel people in the Vauxhall area who money launder and steal the secrets from all of the UK citizens and steal the contents of the UK Treasury. It is treason and grand larceny on the ultimate scale, involving parliaments and medias all around the world. It's simple to understand if you just watch our videos.